Everyone, now raising your hand if you would like to live on Mars. Okay, but now still keep raising your hand if you are willingly to live on that place where it's like Mars forever. But mentioning here is that there would be no kind of like pizza delivery, no TikTok, no social media, no vacation back to Earth, and you would have to get a 7-month journey to get there. Interesting and a bit scary, right? While going to Mars and traveling to Mars may be dreams to many people, but when it's come to reality, we may ask the question that should human really explore and colonize Mars? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hành, and the reason why I'm presented here today is because I wanted to share with you some of my opinion as well as a discussion about a topic like the exploration and colonization on Mars. So first of all, let me tell you a story. When I was younger, I once heard the phrase of Mars colonization. And I think that it's just some kind of like science fiction things, because at that time it seemed so impossible for me. And even when I think it's just some kind of like movies and this would never come true. But then, later I've learned about some kind of like real missions, like the NASA's I don't really remember it, but it's some kind of like missions that to explore some kind of research on Mars and give other information that whether human could inhabit on that planet. And turn out that Mars wants to have some kind of like lakes, water, and a lot of conditions that could support life on that planet. And this turned out and made me wonder that, wow, is it possible for human to inhabit and live, accommodate on that planet in case of some kind of like catastrophe would happen in the future? Okay, so here the story I want to tell you here is coming to the first reason that why the exploration and the kind of like colonization on Mars is so important. Because first, it would enhance and it would boost our humanity knowledge. So throughout the history, like a lot of human and scientists are going after Mars to learn more about some kind of like fun fact, some kind of like interesting research on Mars. They know a lot from it. They know about some kind of things like Mars could be some kind of, they research and they make projects. Those projects turn in products. There are some kind of like product that is now like suitable and make humans like more convenience, so that the communication system, so that some kind of like radio machine or some kind of things like that. And it's really help boost the knowledge of human and it enhance the convenience of human activity as well. And the more that we explore Mars, the more we know about the planet, the more we could make some kind of robotics machine to help like Earth, the more that we could like invented some kind of invention that could enhance, first is to enhance the people are like human convenience on Earth, and secondly is also help us to explore more about Mars, the planet that could possibly have life on it. Okay, so about the things that I have said that Mars could possibly have life on it is turn out to the reason number 2 that why we should like explore and colonize Mars. So I think that I have said at the first when I tell the story, right, that some kind of NASA missions and research that I have found out that Mars is become habitable for humans. And through like the habitable things that I have mentioned, it could be seen that this planet Mars could be a backup plan for humanity, because in the future, for example, like just in case of some like horrible things, for example, like global catastrophe such as a massive asteroid impact or some kind of like diseases or some dilemmas that could affect the global civilizations. Mars would be a backup plan for us to travel on and live, inhabit on that planet. Would be like some kind of, it's just imagine like you have a backup files on your computer. Sometimes you may think that it's unnecessary, but you will like feel so lucky and like glad that it assists in case that something's go wrong. And since that I say that Mars is somehow could be inhabitable for humans, it would boost. The reason number one that I say this would enhance the knowledge, because when we see that wow, this planet have the potential for survival of humans, then the scientists would like take advantage of it, take the Martian resources to invent like some kind of like Martian or technologies to help human inhabit on that planet in the future. And this also enhance the kind of like development of technologies and advanced like robotic systems or system, as I may say. So through this video, I hope that you could see some kind of value and could ask yourself that instead of should human really explore and like colonize Mars, we should ask another question instead, like how far can we explore and colonize Mars? Okay, so I think this is the end of the video today, and I'm really glad that you are still here and watching me till this time, and it's really a pleasure for me. But I think it's time to say goodbye. So yes, goodbye, see you next time, and I hope that you still following my following videos. Yeah, goodbye, see you next time.